Hello, welcome to my channel. My name's Emily and today I have for you a nice short twisting yoga sequence. So when you're ready, come join me standing on your mat and we'll begin in a mountain pose or Tadasana. So standing with the toes together, the heels can touch or maybe there's a little bit of space. We'll pull the kneecaps up to engage the quads, pulling the belly in and tucking the tailbone down, rolling the shoulders down the back, and slight tuck in the chin. And just taking a few breaths here in our mountain pose. Standing nice and tall and aligned. Maybe closing the eyes for a moment here to connect with your breath. Just feeling how this asana feels in your body to begin. And then just gently blinking the eyes back open. Inhale, take a deep breath in, reach the arms out and up. Holding on to the left wrist with the right hand. Exhaling, pulling that left hand over to the right and pressing the hips out to the left for a nice standing side stretch. One more breath. Exhaling, coming back to the center, switching hands. Hold on to the right wrist with the left hand. Exhaling, leaning over to the left, pressing the hips out to the right. And looking up underneath the top arm. One more breath. Exhaling, coming back to center. We can release those arms down, maybe give them a little bit of a shake out. Then keeping the toes together, inhale, bend the knees and sink the hips back, sweeping the arms in line with the ears, coming into our chair. Exhale, bringing the hands together and twisting to the left. Maybe that right elbow comes to the outside of the left knee. And we can gaze back behind the left shoulder here. Sitting those hips nice and low. One more breath. Inhale, reaching the arms back up to our chair. Exhale, bring the hands back to prayer and twisting to the right. Maybe the left elbow comes to the outside of the right knee. And looking back behind the right shoulder. One more breath. Inhale, reaching the arms back to our chair. Exhale, coming back to standing. Then shifting the weights into our left leg. We can bend into the left knee and crossing the right leg, over the left. Maybe the toes of the right foot just come to rest on the mat. Maybe that foot hooks round the back of the left calf. Sitting into our eagle pose, extending the arms out to the side and crossing the right arm over the top of the left arm, bending at the elbows and either bringing the backs of the hands together or maybe we can bind the palms together. Coming into our eagle. Nice deep breath, sitting low. I'll just turn around so you guys can see me from another angle. Oh, nice strong stretch. One more breath. Exhaling, we can gently release, come back to standing. We'll do the same on the left, so shifting the weight into your right foot. Slightly bending that right knee, crossing the left leg over the top, either bringing the toes to tap on the floor, or maybe we can hook that left foot round the right calf, extending the arms out to the sides and crossing the left arm over the top of the right, bending the elbows and bringing the palms together. Nice deep breaths. Maybe one side's a little bit wobblier compared to the other, so we'll just take our time. If you fall out, slowly find your way back in. One more breath, you got this. Exhaling, we can gently release, maybe shake out those arms, shaking out the legs. Coming to stand at the top of our mats, toes together again. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhaling, diving forwards into a forward fold, generous bend in the knees. Inhale, lengthen to your half lift. We can bring the fingertips to the mat, shins or thighs. Nice flat back. Exhale, planting the palms and stepping it straight back to a downward facing dog. And taking a moment to paddle the feet here. Stretch out the legs. One more breath. On your next exhale, gently bring in the knees back down to the mat, untuck the toes, and take it back to a child's pose. And we can either have the arms extended or down by the sides of the body. Knees can be together or out wide. Just taking your child's pose however you like here. And just taking a nice little bit of a rest. One more breath. On our next inhale, bringing the fingertips underneath the shoulders and just pressing into them so we come to sit up on the heels. We can bring the hips to one side and the legs round in front. Bending the left knee and taking the foot over the right leg. We can keep this right leg extended if we're tight in the hip and knee today. Otherwise, we can hook that foot round to the left hip. Grounding down through that left sit bone. Inhale, sitting nice and tall through the spine. Exhaling, twisting round to your left. Looking back behind the shoulder. And we can either hug on to that leg. Maybe the elbow comes to the outside of the knee. One more breath. Exhaling, we can gently come back to our center, unbinding the legs. We'll do the same on the right. So bending the right knee, take the foot over the left leg. Keeping this left leg extended or hooking it round to the opposite hip. Again, inhale, sit nice and tall through the spine. Exhale, twisting round to your right and looking back behind the shoulder. One more breath. Exhaling, we can come back to our center. We can lengthen both the legs out. And we can just bring ourselves down to lying on our back. So just helping yourself, finding your way down to lying on your backs. Bringing both the knees into your chest and give yourself a nice generous hug. Maybe a little rock from side to side to massage the back. And then keeping the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg down to the mat. Taking the right knee over to the left side, the lower back comes off the mat. We're still grounding down through the shoulder blades and extending your right arm out to the side. Gazing over to the right. We can rest the left palm on top of the knee if that feels nice. And enjoying our supine twist, feeling that sweet release in your back. One more breath. Exhaling, gently rolling back to our center, bringing both the knees back into the chest. Give yourself a nice hug, maybe a little rock from side to side. Then keeping the left knee into the chest, we can extend the right leg down to the mat. Taking the left knee over to the right side, lower backs off the mat, grounding through the shoulders, extending the left arm out and gazing to your left. We can rest the right palm on top of the knee. And just relaxing into your twist here. One more breath. Exhaling, we can gently come back to our center. Bring both the knees into the chest again. Give yourself a little hug. Maybe one last little rock from side to side. And then using your core, gently rock yourself back up to sitting. Great. And from here, we can bring the soles of the feet together. So we come into our bound angle pose. Just to gently open up those hips as our bodies are all interconnected. And just opening up those hips a little will help release any lower back pain. So just coming to sit nice and tall through the spine. We can hold onto the toes here. And if we want to deepen the stretch a little bit, we can exhale, tuck the chin in and roll down the spine vertebrae by vertebrae and fold it forwards, drawing the crown of your head down to the mat. The chin tucked into the chest here, and the shoulders relax down the back away from the ears. One more breath. On your next inhale, slowly rolling up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming back to sit nice and tall. We can then just cross the legs here, whether that be one leg in front of the other or actually crossing the legs over the ankles. However's nice and comfortable for you here. Inhale, sit nice and tall through the spine. Exhale, walking the hands forwards and coming to fold forwards in an easy seat forward fold. Again, another nice opener for the hips here. We've done a lot of work in the spine today, so we're just countering that with some nice little hip stretches here. A nice deep breaths again. Shoulders gently pull away from the ears. And we're grounding through the sit bones. If the sit bones are coming off the mat, walk the hands back in a little. One more breath. On your inhale, walking the hands back in, coming back to sit. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that short little twisting flow. If you did, please like the video, maybe save for later and leave me a comment in the comment section below. And please subscribe to my channel for more free daily yoga content. Thanks again. I'll see you next time. Namaste.